Last week marked the anniversary of the last U.S. troops departing Vietnam in 1973, ending the war and securing a victory for the Communist North Vietnamese forces. The paperwork had been signed 2 months earlier in January with the Paris Peace Accords, which stipulated the conditions of U.S. troop withdrawal and eventual reunification of Vietnam. But to even get the U.S. to come to the table and accept terms friendly to North Vietnamese leadership, major cities like Hanoi had to undergo a last-ditch, relentless bombing campaign in late December in what was known as the Christmas Day bombings, or what the U.S. military dubbed as Operation Linebacker 2. For more on that story, I'll turn it over to MMN correspondent Luna Oy.
This is Luna Oy reporting in from Hanoi, Vietnam. I'm standing in Cam Thien Street, right in the middle of downtown in Hanoi. Right here on this street, 50 years ago, bombs shook the earth in what has been called the Battle of Dien Bien Phu in the air, referring to the resounding military victory of Vietnam over the French in the town of Dien Bien Phu in 1954.
In December 1972, after years of suffering heavy losses in combat, mostly centered in the south of Vietnam, U.S. President Nixon ordered a strategic air raid dubbed Linebacker 2, dispatching B-52 aircraft to heavily carpet bomb populated civilian centers of Hanoi and Haiphong in an attempt to stop the North from trying to support our comrades who were fighting for liberation in the south.
And it's also important to note that when the raids on Hanoi and Haiphong began, Vietnam and the USA were about to sign the Paris Agreement, which was to stop the war. So Nixon's decision to murder thousands of Vietnamese citizens was a completely unnecessary action of pure, vicious aggression and senseless violence.
In this campaign, the U.S. mobilized 729 missions of B-52 bombers and more than 1,000 missions of modern fighter aircraft such as the F-111 and the A-6, flown by some of their most skillful pilots. Continuously for 12 days and nights, U.S. aircraft bombed 5 major cities as well as 17 northern provinces of Vietnam, with a volume of bombs and bullets reaching up to 80,000 tons.
This entire area of Cam Thien Street where I'm standing now was completely destroyed by the relentless bombing raids.
In total, over the course of those 12 excruciating days and nights of brutality, aircraft of the United States military killed over 4,000 Vietnamese civilians and injured over 3,300 more. U.S. bombs completely destroyed 5,480 houses, razed 24 schools and 5 hospitals, as well as many theaters, temples, and many historical sites.
This was typical of the imperialist war waged on Vietnam by the USA. American imperialists spent vast sums of money and employed the most sophisticated technology and the most sinister and inhuman plots and tactics towards their genocidal ambition to break the revolutionary spirit of the Vietnamese people.
But our people responded with bravery, tenacity, creativity, and a fighting spirit which enabled us to defeat the USA.
During this campaign, Hanoi successfully shot down 34 B-52 aircraft. This number shook the White House and forced them to abruptly halt the bombing campaign on the north of Vietnam.
1 month later, the U.S. did go on to sign the Paris Agreement with Vietnam and started moving troops out of Vietnam.
Discussing this unprecedented victory over the USA in his book, America in Vietnam, American professor Gunther Louis affirmed,
Operation Linebacker was a political military failure of the United States because it did not force the enemy to surrender or offer new concessions. The North Vietnamese, in essence, ended the war with an agreement in their favor.
To this day, Vietnam is still the first and the only country that has successfully shot down not just one, but many United States B-52 aircraft.
Our Dien Bien Phu in the air victory has had historic significance in terms of political development, military strategy, and diplomacy.
It was an important turning point for the Vietnamese Revolution, contributing to a victorious final to so many decades of struggle for liberation of the people of Vietnam.
I hope this story brings confidence to those fighting for peace, national independence, democracy, and social progress all over the world. This is Luna Oy reporting from Hanoi, Vietnam. Back to you, Sam.
Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new videos. Also, if you want to see Means Morning News in its complete form, not just the clips we post here, head on over to Means TV and get access to all our new episodes and our entire backlog, plus tons of other great movies and original TV shows.